morning, people. It's Joe. It's AllLeedsTv, and I guess it's time for a little bit of an update from where I'm at. You know, last video now hasn't been done for a 2-week period. First and foremost, let me apologise for that, because, you know, as you can expect, we've got stuff going on that's bigger than that. You know, you might not like to hear it, but, you know, there's folk out here fucking losing their lives, man. You know, and I've just been at a loss as to what to do for you. You know, I know a lot of the content creators out there and putting together compilations, etc., and it's really nice to see, and I enjoy that stuff, and I'm not getting on them, but that's not my bag. I come and sit and try talk in front of a camera and convey my emotions, and I'm not able to do that at this moment in time because there's bigger shit going down, man. There's bigger shit going down. There was for a period of time, you know, right at the start when you don't really process it, and it wasn't until football got cancelled that for me I was like, okay, yeah, it's now getting a little bit scary. Then of course, you know, naively, maybe a little bit like it ain't affecting me. I ain't asked, you know. It's elderly or people with health risks, etc. You know, not really care. No, that's wrong. Not really thinking, you know, I ain't gonna get affected by it, so I'm not about to worry. But that's changed as well, you know. And yeah, it's just been really, really sobering, you know. A little bit scary. You know, definitely I'm still having to go to work the odd days to ensure that people within my organisation are able to work from home. So I've had to dip in and out there. And of course, I've got a family. You know, Gov initially said we couldn't see our kids if they lived in it. Then he said we can, you know, U-turn. So there was that as well. Yeah, it's all just been a little bit mad, hasn't it? And it's still going on, and it's still not peaked. And we, you know, so, yeah. It is all a little bit mad, and a little bit scary, if I'm being totally honest. Hopefully we'll, you know, come out the other side. Of course we will. Maybe I'm being a little bit dramatic, but you know, there's going to be a lot of lives lost, right? A lot of lives lost. It's going to affect us all at some point, or be involved. The numbers that are coming out across the world is just absolutely insane. And you know, I'm not gonna sit here and try force something out for you, because, you know, I've been talking like my fucking seagulls. I don't know if you can hear them. But yeah, I've been trying to think for the last few days, what can I do? I need to get something out there because, you know, it's been a while, it's been 2 weeks, but, you know, and I sit here and I've just done something there where I'm trying to convey and portray this bullshit message, when in actual fact the reality is, for me, it's bigger than what's going on, you know. Leeds is here, you get it, right? But there's some fucking bigger shit going down right now. And you know, we're in lockdown. That's the mad thing. Lockdown. Who'd have thought that would ever happen in their lifetime? You know, this part in history will be looked at in multiples of years by our children's children, and so, oh, remember that? You know what I mean? So it might be like when you looked at the Black Death, or when you looked at the plague, or whatever it might be. This will be a moment in history where the world has stopped. You know, big aeroplane company, you know, flights all brought down to their knees, all count for nothing. The only thing we've got is each other, unity, love, all that sort of stuff. You know, just before I did this video, you know, I wasn't going to do it, like I said to you. I went on Twitter, and I think Graham Smiles tweeted it. There is a young paramedic girl comes out of her property, and the whole street is clapping her. The whole street is clapping her. She's crying her eyes out. Obviously, 8 o'clock on Thursday, we were all at our windows. Me and my kids were at our windows, hollering, woo! Clapping for the NHS. You know, it's bigger than that. It's mad, you know. This is what we've got. We've got each other, yeah? You know, I've seen some crazy statistics, you know. It's really put a bit of an eye on the powers that be, and how really they don't give a shit, but that's for another day. But yeah, we've got each other, so we have to, you know, we have to stay strong. And obviously as a fan base we do that anyway, but just everybody, you know, it's really nice to see some of the stuff. And hopefully, you know, at the end of this, that will continue, you know, the sense of fellowship between us all, you know. yeah, man. I know you were expecting a lot of fucking probably football related stuff, but I can only be me. I can only be real, right? And that's where I'm at right now. It's mad, really. You know. So let's just bring it a little bit back. As I say, you know, obviously the football itself was last time suspended till the 3rd of April when we spoke. It's now going to be the 30th. We're in lockdown. You know, some are coming out and saying, should it finish? Some are coming out and saying no, some yes. You know, the big thing for me was the fact that the Euros got delayed. UEFA said they wanted to avoid placing any unnecessary pressure on national public services. Obviously, you can't have a Euros, the whole of Europe coming together when you've got a pandemic on your hands. And they didn't want to put that pressure on the 12 host countries because obviously the first time it's not going to just be in one place or dual places. It's going to be all over different countries. And then they also caveated that by saying, as well as helping allow domestic competitions to be finished. When you hear that, it was great news a couple of weeks ago now. I'm not sure of the date. It escapes me. But then again, it's like, oh yeah, at least football. But now it's bigger than football, genuinely, where I'm at in my mind. You know, but ultimately, you know what I want. I want us to be able to see the season out, whenever that may be. Then let it be, but let's all get safe and home and happy and well and all that sort of stuff first of all. You know, I've dreamt of that moment of getting promotion to the Premier League for, well, since we left it, you know. I'm running onto that pitch and with all you guys, you know, it's just, and it might get taken away from us, you know, it might get it might get played behind closed doors, it might never get played. But listen, it's bigger than that now, you know. Initially, I said to you, my ignorance before was like, it's all right. It's only in China. Oh, it's coming a bit closer. Yeah, but it only affects old people and it only affects them that are already in LL. But now we all need to be safe. But depressing this video, innit? I'm sorry. But yeah, let's hope, you know, from a Leeds perspective, we can get that done. Fingers crossed. You know, one of the great, and again I mentioned about fellowship and all of us coming together, one of the great things to see was that the Leeds United team had deferred the wages, you know, so all non-football staff at Ellen Road and Four Parch can be paid. Do you know what I mean? Which I thought was absolutely immense. You know, we've seen videos from Berardi, Stuart Dallas, etc. Cooper always coming out, just being absolute legends, you know, and the fact that Bielsa and his team have deferred the wages. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. I know I've seen bits before where Don Matteo had mentioned, you know, when all that stuff happened, you know, that some players were unwilling to take a pay cut, etc. during them torrid times, you know, and now, you know, I know it's different things, but it's just a mark of Bielsa and his regime. And of course, the Leeds first team themselves says Leeds United is a family. This is the culture that has been created by everyone at the club, from the players and the board to the staff and to the supporters in the stands. And that's true, you know, that's one thing that Rads and his team has done, has made us all one, you know what I mean? And it is great to see. There's been some mad stuff out. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Edison Cavani were contacted, or at least tried to get in touch with by Rad Razani. Mad. I know, as you can imagine, all over social media, there's been the toilet roll thing. There's been, you know, mine was Gash, by the way. Thanks, Dinglebert Dev, for that. You know, the best bands, best footballers, etc., etc., etc. And one of mine is Zlatan. Like, I love him, right? I've read his autobiography. He's just immense. I love him. And I know that's hard for me to say because he played for Scum, but then when I seen that Rad Razani had actually spoken to him about him coming to Leeds, I was like, yo, make that happen. Obviously it won't, but... we had Monday Night Football Retro the other day as well. I had our last up late, you know, because I didn't watch it actually on the Monday night. I watched it on record, but... You know, she was heading off going, please watch this, man, please watch this. This is what we used to be like. And it's funny because the square ball calendar, which I can see in front of me in March, is actually Viduka 4, Liverpool 3. So if you've got that calendar, you'll know what I mean. But yeah, that was just mint. And it was nice to see the likes of Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher speaking glowingly of us, you know what I mean? And then it gives you that, you know, and you're like, oh man, one day. And we will get back there. Now, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Like I say, I've rambled on. It is a little bit depressing. I know Conor's looking to get some Football Manager stuff out for you later, and maybe I'll touch on the FIFA stuff. But like I say, there's a lot going on at the minute, and yeah, it's tough to do. But if you could let me know in the comments, guys, what your thoughts are in terms of what you would like to see from me, from video wise, because like I say, I'm on a bit of a mental block. Let me give you what you want, you know. If I can get round to it, you know, they're the cold up facts. You know, I'm working from home, got family, everyone remain safe, look after one another, wash your hands, all that jazz. So yeah, if you can get round to it, I can get round to it. I'm really sorry, guys, that it isn't probably the upbeat stuff you were expecting, but it's just come from the heart, and that's the truth, and that's all I can do. So I'm going to leave it there. March on together, look after everyone, you know, peace, love, all that stuff. Keep everybody safe, wash your hands, and look after your loved ones, man. And I'll leave it there. So thank you very much for tuning in, and not only Leeds fans, but march on together with everyone. All right, peace now. Leeds TV.